Hey everybody, Mara, two chefs. Here we are, back in the kitchen. Today I want to teach you guys how to make chia seed pudding. It's super easy, really basic, and it is gluten-free, dairy-free. It's all the things, and you're gonna love it. First, we're gonna make a plain one that's just cinnamon, vanilla, pretty basic, and then we're gonna make a strawberry one. Let's start with our first one. Here's what you're gonna need. We have 1 can of organic coconut milk, a 1/4 cup of chia seeds, we have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of good local raw honey, 1 teaspoon of organic maple syrup, and a 1/2 teaspoon of really good vanilla. All right, first we're gonna add our sea salt, and it's really just a pinch. Then we're gonna add a teaspoon of cinnamon. You can use less if you don't want this much, but I like this flavor. Now add your 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Now our teaspoon of maple syrup. And now our teaspoon of honey. And now you're just gonna whisk it all up. Now this is a good point to stop and taste it and see if you want to change any of the flavors. If you want a little bit more sweet, add some more maple syrup or honey. If you want like that little pinch of salt, you can add a little bit more. But now is like the perfect time to test your seasonings. Perfect. Now we're gonna slowly whisk in the chia seeds. The reason that we don't want to dump them all in at once is because they'll kind of glob together, and we want them to kind of individually plump up. And voila, it's just that simple. Dump, mix, that's it. So we're gonna place the mixture into the fridge, and in 30 minutes, we're gonna come and give it another whisk. And this just helps to keep the chia seeds from sinking to the bottom and clumping. So we wanna do that again in another 30 minutes, and then another 30 minutes. It should be perfect. You can let it sit overnight, and it will be the perfect consistency in the morning. I hope you guys are ready for this. This strawberry chia seed pudding is gonna blow your socks off. It's so delicious. It kind of reminds me of like a strawberry creamsicle. It's very summery, very fresh. And on that note, you could also substitute any other berry. Blueberry, blackberry, raspberries, whatever you got. It's summertime, let it fly. So it's really similar to the last recipe, except minus the cinnamon, and then we're gonna actually blend fresh strawberries into the coconut milk as well. So we've got our 13-ounce can of organic coconut milk, and to that we're gonna add 1 cup just roughly chopped strawberries. And then we're gonna do the same as before, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of chia seeds, a teaspoon of the organic maple syrup, a teaspoon of the raw honey, and then we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla again. Here's our 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, our teaspoon of maple syrup, oops, got a little bit of the honeycomb in there, and our teaspoon of honey. Just give a little spatula there, get all that good stuff out. Now we're just gonna take our fresh strawberries, we're gonna add that to the mix, and then we're gonna blend it up with a stick blender. Oh my gosh, you guys, have you seen this color? It's amazing. The strawberries, it's so beautiful. It looks amazing. At this point, you could taste it again. Make sure that it's at your sweetness level that you like, and then we're just gonna start sprinkling in the chia seeds again and whisking it in. That's it. So easy. Into the fridge we go. Okay, so it's been a little over an hour, and now is a good time to get a good judge of what the thickness is gonna be and the consistencies of your chia seed pudding. So let's just take a look at them now. So with the strawberry one, you have a little bit more of a thinner consistency, and that's because we had that extra cup of strawberries that we pureed into the mix. Okay, so the regular one is a little bit thicker. It's more of a nice thick pudding consistency. But if you do want it thinner, now is the time to go ahead and add a little bit more coconut milk. I'm gonna add another half a cup of coconut milk to this one and just mix it up and see where we're at. I think this is about where I want it. They're a little similar in consistency. The regular one is still just a little bit thicker, and then the strawberry one is just a teensy bit thinner, but I think they're gonna be great. And I have a plan at the end of doing a really cool layer, so these are gonna be great. I'm gonna place these back in the fridge for just a couple more hours, but you could just let them go overnight at this point. I think the consistency of both of them is perfect now. So now I'm gonna show you guys how to make a really cool parfait with both of these flavors. And we're gonna use the plain cinnamon one on the bottom because it's nice and thick. And then we're gonna use some fresh fruit. We have some strawberries and blueberries. And then we're gonna use the strawberry on top. So go ahead and just layer in the cinnamon one on the bottom. And then you can just add some fresh blueberries. And you can really use any berries for this parfait. You can even add granola if you want. And now the strawberry. You guys, this parfait is so good for breakfast, for snacks, for lunch, like whatever. It travels really well if you want to layer it in a container and then bring it to work, to the beach, whatever. It's refreshing, it's filling, it's awesome. You're gonna love it. I can't wait for you guys to try it. I hope you guys go ahead and try these chia seed recipes and then like experiment, make your own with different flavors. Thanks for watching this chia seed video. Share it with your friends. See you guys next time.